abundant thoughts. I release all opposition to wealth and abundance. Money flows to me. I am wealthy. I am surrounded by money. I think, talk, and walk like I am wealthy. Abundance is my birthright. Wealth comes to me from many sources. I allow myself to be blessed with abundance. I release any negative thoughts about money. I attract abundance. I use money wisely. Accumulating money comes easily to me. It is my pleasure to manage the money that flows to me. I always have more money than I need. I have a magnetic attraction to money. Today is filled with opportunities, and I will seize them. My life is abundant. I deserve wealth. I attract money with positive energy. I am grateful for the money I have. My wealth grows daily. I create abundance and share it freely with the world. I am generous with money as I have more than enough. I use my money to make a difference in the world. I deserve prosperity. Wealth flows to me in streams of abundance. I think, talk, and walk like I am wealthy. I am magnetic to money, and it is magnetic to me. There are no boundaries to how much money I will attract into my life. I will always be able to attract more money. Money is energy, and I vibrate on the same frequency. I allow abundance in all areas of my life. I am grateful for all that I have and receive. The only limit to my abundance is my mindset. Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. I see myself as wealthy, and that is what I am. Whatever I produce successfully attracts money to me. I am deserving of the prosperity that I want to have. I enjoy providing money with a good home. Abundance flows to me. My wealth multiplies and generates more wealth. I have the right to become wealthy and have whatever I want. People enjoy giving me money. I desire wealth. I use my wealth to make the world a better place. I relinquish all opposition to gaining financial resources. I am confident to overcome any financial difficulties that may arise. In my financial endeavors, I am fearless. Wealth and prosperity are circulating in my life. I live abundantly. My ideas create wealth for me. I give away wealth wisely, and it circulates back to me in abundance. I do not have to work to attract money. I have an abundance of whatever I need. Abundance and harmony flow freely in my world. I do not have to work to attract money. I have an abundance of whatever I need. Abundance and harmony flow freely in my world. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly, even while I sleep. I am successful and abundant in every way. Money flows to me. I deserve more money. I accept and receive unanticipated money. I welcome financial abundance in my life. My money is unlimited. Every day, I attract more and more money. I use money to design the lifestyle I want to live. It is in my power to have an excellent financial future. I love attracting money. Wealth is circulating in my life. I am open to receiving wealth. I am successful in everything I do. Money is my servant. I am good at managing money, and I do it well. I have moved one step closer to reaching my financial goals. I make smart decisions about money. I am making my money goals and dreams come true. I overcome all the things that stand in the way of my financial success. Everything I do will help me grow my wealth. I attract money. Money is flowing to me.
Freedom is truly the thing that we're all searching for.
Financial news, trading, and investing all in one place, but also in a language and in words and cultural references that you can actually understand.
And this is one of the reasons why I'm super excited about the Money Matrix.
Done by people who actually do it, who actually live it, and who are actually professionals.
Because we're going to be showing you how to actually make money on your own terms whenever you want.
So, I encourage you to join us on the Money Matrix, where you can learn, potentially earn, and return that knowledge and game and potentially money to your family.
And that is truly what we all want. It's not more money, it's actually freedom.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Money Matrix. I am Dion Pouncil.
And I'm Dominique Broadway. Welcome to another very exciting day in the markets. Please also do not forget that investing and trading should happen at your own risk. So please do your own research before making any trading or investing decisions.
Yes, so kicking it off in the news, the U.S. stock futures are lower this morning, extending back-to-back losses for all three major indexes. The NASDAQ futures were down about 0.6%, while futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell about 0.18%. S&P 500 futures declined 0.27%. During the regular session on Tuesday, tech led the indexes lower. The NASDAQ Composite shed about 0.92%. The S&P 500 lost about 0.6%, and the Dow ticked lower at 0.17%.
Love that.
For the down stories, I'll be like, yeah, and then it was down. And you're like, love that. All right.
That probably means I really wasn't listening. That's what I realized.
Right, keep it a buck.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't listening.
Yeah, it was all good.
I noticed that yesterday. I was like, he was like, really? That's good? And I'm like, oh no, not good at all. Yeah. Dion. All right. In other news, NVIDIA.
Oh, man.
Okay. NVIDIA. All right. So NVIDIA is on track. What?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Nothing. Go ahead.
Come on, man.
Go ahead.
Okay.
We in here. Let's go.
Let me take a sip of it.
Oh, man. It's been a morning, y'all.
I want a juice cleanse. Just started my first juice.
Wow.
All right, exciting. All right, you ready? Focus. Let's go. I know, like I don't know what's going on. It's him, not me.
Come on.
In other news, NVIDIA, as you guys know, today is the big day. I feel like the whole country, well, just the people interested in the stock market, are holding their breath to see what NVIDIA is going to do today after the market closed. Now, as you guys know, NVIDIA fell about 4% or 5% yesterday, while yesterday during the day, and then it's actually down about $12 so far pre-market. It is definitely the biggest drop that NVIDIA has had in maybe since inception. NVIDIA, as you guys know, it's still up about 40% just this year alone, and it's up 200%, or been up more than 200% in the last 12 months. Okay, so it's really interesting. People are excited. We'll see what's gonna happen, but
definitely on edge.
Yeah. And people are thinking that NVIDIA is what has been keeping the entire market up, and this is also why when we say everyone's on edge, the market's on edge, we're waiting to see, is it really NVIDIA that's been keeping this whole market up and to the moon? So, yeah.
Especially because last week, NVIDIA surpassed Alphabet in market value and became the third most valuable U.S. company behind Microsoft and Apple. So that is insane. When you talk about a meteoric rise,
it's wild. Listen, I'm excited.
Yeah, they definitely.
Let's see what's gonna happen.
Now, on the contrary to that, Walgreens Boots Alliance, most people know it as Walgreens, is out. And Amazon.
Wait, their real name is Walgreens Boots Alliance?
Yeah, something on there. But anyway, Amazon is in. So the S&P Dow Jones indices announced Tuesday that the tech behemoth will replace the drugstore retailer in the Dow Jones Industrial Average effective next week. So I definitely submitted an order to exit my Amazon short because on that news, Amazon might pop at the open. Okay, so the swap is in an effort to rebalance the price-weighted measurement of 30 stocks with increased consumer retail exposure after the Dow component Walmart 3-for-1 stock split lowered its weight. Okay, so Walgreens is being taken off the Dow Jones Industrial Index. It's only made up of 30 companies. So if you're not performing or not moving, to the beat of the drum that they are expecting, they're going to get you up out of there. So Walgreens is out. Amazon is now on the Dow. And if that serves me correctly, Amazon is now on the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, and the Dow. So it's on all three of the top indexes. So that's going to be very interesting to see how much more correlated those three instruments will trade and travel in the same direction, okay? So also included in the shakeup, airline JetBlue Airways will also be removed from the Dow Jones Industrial Average and replaced by Uber, okay? So two historic brand names, you know, Walgreens and JetBlue are being taken off the industrial average, and two tech companies are replacing them. So Walgreens is out, Amazon is in, JetBlue is out, Uber is in. So
that's
something
wild
to know and keep our eyes on for sure.
That's wild. And I did not know that Walmart's real name, Walgreens' real name was Walgreens Boots Alliance.
Yeah.
And now I did a quick little research. But it looks like they were founded in 1909. I bet you they started by selling boots. I bet you they did. I bet you they were boot sellers. They're based in Illinois. I bet you they were boot people selling boots, and then, you know, retail added in some Snicker bars,
consumer goods and stuff
in there as well. So in other news, we have dang, I said about JetBlue too getting kicked out. So we really love the JetBlue mint tweets. So JetBlue, nice. we would love to fly more in them.
Yeah.
So if you want to sponsor us,
holla at us.
What was I going to say? Oh, Teladoc. So we had, as you guys know, we had a few earnings that came out yesterday evening after the closing bell. One of them being Teladoc. And Teladoc previously was bussing, okay, during the pandemic. You know why? Because people were at home and getting telemedicine. But now people back outside going to the doctor. So Teladoc did pretty not very well at all. Well, had a loss of about 17 cents per share. Their revenue, I think, was $660 million, which is still good, but nowhere near what they were actually projecting it to be. I think closer to $690 million. But they have been seeing a drop off since the pandemic, and since now people are going back into doctor offices, okay? Their stock fell 22%. You guys, that's a large drop for a stock. So they did fall about 22%. The stock was only trading around, I guess, $20 or so, and it's down about $4 or $5 so far this morning. So that was one of the major earners that released their earnings yesterday evening.
Okay, yeah. Well, speaking about the airlines, one of my airline favorites is American Airlines, and some interesting news. So American Airlines is raising baggage fees for the first time since 2018. Yep. Travelers can now expect to pay $35 for their first checked bag if they purchase the option in advance, or $40 if they opt in at the airport. So previously, either option cost $30. A second check bag will now cost $45, up from $40, either in advance or in person. So it's the latest example of shoring up the bottom lines as companies make 2024 a year of cost cutting. And we can see this in multiple areas, right? Trying to make their businesses more efficient, more effective across the entire market landscape. So they're either, you know, raising prices, or they're cutting jobs. They're looking to optimize and to increase their bottom line somehow, some way. And so this is the way that American Airlines is doing.
That sucks. But I will say, I think we have a little bit of a status on them, so we haven't paid for a bag in a while, but that still sucks. They charging off them Spirit airline prices. All right, in other news here, a few other earnings that came out this morning. One would be Wingstop. My husband loves chicken wings. I guess I do too.
That's right.
We eat a lot of chicken wings. Tell them that statistics about how many wings Americans eat real quick.
No, the world. In the world, the world eats 7.2 billion chickens a year.
Chickens, not just the wings, the chickens. Isn't that crazy? That number still blows my mind.
So the scary part about that is, I know for a fact.
Who in the hell is birthing all these chickens?
That it's not 7.2 real, it's not 7.2 billion real chickens on the planet. I'm just going to leave that there. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole today. But.
Anyway, I just wanted to share that. When he shared that with me, we were eating some chicken wings, right, Odell? And I have been shook. That statistic has had me shook because we eat a lot of chicken wings. But anyway, going back to Wingstop, apparently actually, I know that companies last year were suffering. I heard they were actually suffering from a chicken wing shortage. I don't know where these chickens coming from, but there's not enough of them apparently. But Wingstop sales did not do as well as anticipated either. I don't think Wingstop wings are that good. Y'all need to step it up, Wingstop. You may need to consult with Wegmans on their sauces.
Hey, when I was in Dubai last year, though,
Wingstop was good.
Wingstop was it.
I'm more of a B-dub girl myself.
No, I love Buffalo.
But sure. Wegmans wings really been hitting.
Wegmans been hitting for sure.
But anyway, so their earnings this morning, we are really off track this morning. But Wings. Come on, babe, focus. Is it usually me? Is it you?
I'm focused.
All right, Wingstop. Oh my God, I can't even get through a segment. Wingstop, ticker symbol WING, Wing. They're down about 3.38% this morning. So they're down almost $11 this morning from their earnings, okay? And also, we had another company that released their earnings this morning. Now, this is one company that I'm not going to lie, I didn't even know it was still pumping it around. But Wix, you remember back in the day, like when everyone was starting their website, Wix was the go-to. Wix released their earnings. They're actually a Tel Aviv-based company. Shout out to Tel Aviv. I visited there. Absolutely amazing spot. But they're actually up about 4.93%, trading up about $6.18 there this morning. So they're actually up, had a nice little jump from their earnings. So shout out to Tel Aviv. I think Money Choices had some information on Boots.
Yeah, she said that they call Walgreens in the UK Boots. And then Money Choice says she believes it really came from an acquisition, from a merger
that was run by the Boots family. Okay.
Something new every day. Look at y'all, our mini analysts.
Y'all so smart.
Shout
out to all our little stock analyst squad.
Like it. Okay, so we're now going to transition into our Beat the Bell segment. Okay. And we're going to hop into some overall global numbers of what happened last night, what happened pre-market. Okay. So let's hop on in. All right, so kicking it off in the Asian market.
Oh, I thought I wasn't on it.
Kicking it off in the Asian market. Okay, the Asian Dow was down 0.27%. Nikkei 225 down 0.26%. The Hang Seng Index up 1.57%. Shanghai Index up 0.97%. The Sensex Index down 0.59%, and the Singapore Index down 0.83%.
Love it.
Yes, it's just
okay.
Taking a second.
Going into our U.S. markets this morning, our U.S. equities. So we have our Dow is currently down 0.17%. All right, the S&P 500 is down 0.60%. The NASDAQ is down 0.92%. The VIX, is up 4.22%. Gold is up 0.06%. And oil is down 0.32%.
Yes, so we noticed last week, first red week for the equity indexes. Yesterday, the VIX was up over 6, and the markets was down substantially. The VIX is now up 4.22%. So down since yesterday, 2 points approximately, but also still up in green. So something to keep our eyes on, okay? All right, now the Dow Jones over here into the futures market. So the futures were down overnight and pointing down to a down open. The Dow Jones Industrial Futures were down 0.18%. S&P 500 futures down 0.24%. The NASDAQ futures down 0.56%. Gold up 0.03%. Silver down 1.16%. And crude oil is down 0.39%. Now, hopping right over into the forex markets, the euro is up 0.06%. The Japanese yen being up 0.03%. The Great British pound up 0.1%. The Australian dollar up 0.11%. DXY down 0.05%, and the Wall Street Journal Dollar Index down 0.04%.
All right, jumping into our crypto markets. Looks like. Is it? Oh, not coming out here. Our information, our data isn't loading. What's happening?
Loading. There you go.
Oh, boom. Okay, everything is a little off this morning, it seems. All right, so looking into our Bitcoin market, our crypto market specifically this morning, okay? Bitcoin is currently down 2.0%. Ethereum is also down 3.55%. The XRP is down 4.67%. Bitcoin Cash is also down 2.35%. Litecoin is down 2.43%, and Monero is also down 4.65%. Okay.
All right. Now, hopping over into some analysis here on the charts, we'll get it kicked off in the futures market, since that's going to give us some type of insight on what's going on. We know the VIX was up about 4.2%. So it's a high probability that the equities will be down. So start off here on the NASDAQ on the 1 day. We can see it's been trending down the last 3 days. Okay. And we've been riding that ride down, getting paid quite nicely. All right. So it has crossed down through the VWAP on the 1 day and is approaching the VWAP on the 1 week. So that is interesting to see. We've now crossed over into the sell territory. And let's see how far it does go. Okay, we are in the middle of a sell signal on the 2 hour since Monday. Okay, at the open Monday evening. All right, and then on the 1 hour it's also in the sell. So we're going to be sell side bias again on the equities this morning, especially at the open, and we'll allow the data to lead. Now stepping into the 1 day on the 10 years, we can see it is in the middle of a sell signal, bounced off of that VWAP. Bounced off of that sector standard deviation and is heading towards the VWAP. Currently trading at about 110 even, and looking to bounce up. Okay, so on the 1 day, a lot of support, and on stepping down into the 2 hour, we can see that support driving up above the VWAP here on the upside, getting a little resistance at that second standard deviation. And the 1 hour did just get a buy signal at 9 o'clock. It is consolidating here in this area, but a lot of buy side pressure coming in. So the interest rates being up is another confirmation of the equities being potentially down this morning at the open. Hopping over into the metals, 1 day is buy side bias on the gold futures right here at the VWAP, starting to cross above the VWAP. All right, the 2 hour is bullish, crossed over the VWAP, getting a little resistance at the first standard deviation. And the gold is consolidating on the 1 hour here between 2037 first standard deviation and 2041 of the first standard deviation on the upside. It is crossed above the VWAP and looking to break through that to the upside. So we're going to be sell side bias on the equities, buy side bias on the interest rates, buy side bias on the gold, and then rounding us out in the energies, buy side bias on the 1 day as it has bounced through the VWAP on the upside, got a little resistance at that first standard deviation, or the second standard deviation, and it's starting to battle around the first standard deviation. The 2 hour got a buy signal crossing above the VWAP, and the 1 hour also got a buy signal crossing above the VWAP. So pretty much the same outlook as yesterday, continuing to trend in that direction. Sell side bias on the equities, buy side bias on the interest rates, metals, and the oil. Okay. So with that being said, we will hop out into some equity review. All right. I'll give you guys a glimpse at our new options algo, where that literally gives buy, call, and buy put signals. So as we watch through our walk list, it'll be much easier for us to get some insights on what we want to do. So that's a little glimpse of it, but I'm going to let Dominique go.
Show a little something. Okay.
Some light like for a Wednesday.
Shine a little skin.
All right, okay. But
let's go.
Dominique will cover and see what options she's looking at, but just give you guys a little glimpse of the new algo suite that is coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you're gonna do a
little temp,
elbow. What they call it, shoulder. Vanessa, as far as the closed caption, I have the team check right now to see if they can add it. You may have to add it or click. I believe if you click
if you just click it on your screen, if you hover over hover over to YouTube, you'll see a little CC that's next to the gear on your screen. So if you're on the if you're watching on TV, you just do it on your TV. But if you're on the computer or your phone, if you hover over the actual like viewing panel of you watching us, like where you play and pause and all of that.
I do see that. Okay.
Straight out.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so that means that we probably got to turn it on.
Yeah. So we're checking on it. He's checking on it right now to see. It may be because it's live. That might be why. But Odell's checking to see if that's something that we can get into place. And if we can't get it into place while this is live, we'll definitely try to have it for tomorrow. Okay. But thank you so much for pointing that out. All right. Yeah. Okay. And then Phyllis, we do see the ones you want us to check, so we have those locked in. So a couple ones we want to just eye this morning. I wanted to highlight. What time is it? 9:27. Okay. So yeah, I wanted to highlight a couple more. There could be some other opportunities here on a couple other companies that did release their earnings this morning. One being Exelon, excuse me, and they are a utility company, electric utilities. I remember we had them when I was living in Houston, Texas. But anyway, so they did release their earnings this morning. They're up about 2.39%. They did really well in Q4. They did also just receive a buy signal, so looks like they are trending up, as you guys can see, as we head into the market open. So could be some opportunity there. Looks like it's been trending up. Looks like it may actually continue to trend up after the market open. So could be some call side opportunities there on Exelon. Okay, but we're still about 3 minutes away, or about 2 minutes away from the market open. Another one I wanted to highlight that did also release their earnings, I believe this morning, or yesterday evening. Earnings were, I think, this morning as well. Nope, it was yesterday evening. No, yesterday evening. I'm sorry. HSBC, they're currently down 8% before pre-market from their earnings. But we did just receive a buy signal here. But it looks like it may be starting to trend down, but just wanted to highlight that one as well, as that was another one that had earnings that I think we had talked about very, very briefly yesterday. Okay. Now, obviously, everyone has their eyeballs on NVIDIA this morning, as they are on track to release their earnings today after the closing bell. All right. I have no clue whatsoever.
NVIDIA?
Today after the closing bell. But as far as right now, they're currently down about $14.66 pre-market. We did just receive this buy signal that just popped up on the screen, as you guys can see. But we're still about 45 seconds away from the market open. Okay. And then, yes, we have this buy signal here. On the 1 minute, on the 3, it's still trending down. So this stock may continue to fall today, but I want to look and see how this thing reacts to the market open. But we're still about 30 seconds away. Okay, but we are currently in a buy for that. I know SMCI is another one that's just been literally tanking. They're actually down about $37 pre-market as well. Okay, and then looking at Apple, I believe that was one of the ones that Phyllis wanted to look at for today. They're actually, this is the first time I said this in a really long time, you guys. We're about 3 seconds away, 2 seconds away. Boom, there's that opening bell. I haven't said this in a while, but they were actually up. Apple was actually up pre-market. They were up about 57 cents or so, but now, as you can see, they are starting to fall, okay? NVIDIA is, let's take a look and see. Sell, we just got, yep, so sell signal just came through. It looks like NVIDIA is starting to fall right here, and then we're getting the same energy with SMCI. So we're getting some immediate selling pressure as the market, opens up here. All right, let's see if we have any. Let me see. Actually, good. Everyone's smiling at the market opening. That means okay. So going good over there, Odell. All right, so as you can see, SMCI is currently falling, so it looks like there's still some put opportunities there. Obviously, the market's only been open for 1 minute and 5 seconds. So far, I was trying to remember. Oh, Apple and Tesla. Okay, so I think Phyllis wanted to look at Apple and Tesla here. So we did take a quick look at Apple. Let's take a look and see how it is reacting after the opening bell. We had a little bit of a little teeny bit of buying pressure that came through right here. We got a little bit of selling here. Looks like we're getting some consolidating happening right here. We got some this back and forth that's been happening. So no necessarily super solid buy signals, no necessarily super solid sell signals. So I'll be eager to see how this bar closes here. But it looks like we're trying to get some buy side action here happening with Apple. Okay. NVIDIA, it looks like it's actually starting to turn around. Is that what we're seeing? 1 second, y'all. Taking a second for this to load. Yeah, we are. So a little bit of a turnaround happening here. As you can see for NVIDIA, currently we are in a buy. It looks like it is actually starting to trend up. Okay. It looks like it is starting to trend up here. So NVIDIA is starting to trend up. It actually looks like SMCI still kind of playing around a little bit, but NVIDIA is actually starting to trend up. As you guys know, tonight is their big night. It's their big night. It's their coming out party. They're going to tell us what they did. You know, actually, I'm starting to think that this little bit of retracement that they've seen over the last week or so is going to propel them to, honestly, that's what I'm thinking in my heart of hearts, but what do I know? Right? Apple is also starting to trend up. So it looks like, are you seeing a turnaround in the market in general? And I have a, if you need a second, so I think you're in a trade. NVIDIA, okay, so Apple specifically, buy side. What was the other one that you said that you wanted to turn into a buy? Oh, Amazon.
I set the stop loss and they didn't exit me. Amazon.
Phyllis, I know you were in Amazon puts yesterday. Amazon is trending up, as you guys know. Amazon just kicked, funny, Amazon just booted Walgreens out of the Dow. So that's you get it?
Yeah, boots. Gotcha.
Yeah. Listen, if no one laughs with you, you can just laugh by yourself, okay? How funny. All right. All right. So let's take a look at some of these from Miss Suzanne, and then
yeah, she wants to look at.
Which ones was it?
IMVT, Amazon, and CHPT. So you can take one or two, and I'll take the rest. You want to take IMVT? And Beast Mom Fitness says she took 250 off of her Amazon put from yesterday.
Nice. You should have got Tesla.
Congrats.
Oh, Tesla. I knew something else.
Yeah, we did Tesla yesterday too.
All right, so I'm currently on Amazon, so I'll just start there. So Miss Suzanne, currently Amazon is in the buy. As we mentioned, they did just boot Walgreens out, and so people are probably very excited about it. So it looks like it is continuing to trend up. I'm looking at the 1 minute chart right here, but also on the 5. If we go a little bit deeper on the 2H, it's also trending up. So it looks like Amazon, maybe this is like their yay day. So we might have a lot of upside opportunity potentially on Amazon here. Okay, another one that we were looking at was, oh, I forgot this one for Phyllis. Excuse me, Tesla. So Tesla's currently up about $2 so far this morning. Tesla is currently in a buy right here. Now, this is the 2-hour chart. So on the 2-hour chart, it's in the buy. So it looks like it may actually be trending up today. And our 1 minute chart also in a buy as well. As you can see, this yeah, it's Tesla looks like it's trending up today. It's currently up. It's literally been in a buy signal since 9:27, and it's been trending up. And also in that 2 hour, it's in a buy as well. So it looks like Tesla may actually be trending up a little bit today. It looks like it's falling a little bit right now, but it's going, yeah. But it looks like it might be up for the day. NVIDIA, as we mentioned, once again, they're still in that buy. It's starting to trend up as well. What was it? IMVT.
Yeah, IMVT.
Okay. JP Morgan starts coverage on IMVT with overweight rating, and their price target is now $51. So they're currently trading at $37.75. JP Morgan just said that their price target is now $51. Okay. I think they had earnings, didn't they? I feel like they did. I thought they had earnings recently. Yeah. That was last week. February 12th. Yeah, that was last week. Okay. I feel like I saw their name recently. They're currently in a buy, Miss Suzanne here. So they're currently up about 25 cents. Looks like this buy signal came through at 7:43. They actually got as high as $39.12. They are, let me go back to our 1 minute. 1 minute chart. We did just receive a sell. Looks like it may be starting to fall a little bit. Why is it moving so slow? I guess it just doesn't have a lot of volume. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of volume. So I'm like, golly, it's what's this lack of movement here? It looks like it just doesn't have a lot of volume here. But we did just receive a sell signal for IMVT, and then I'll take a quick look at CHPT because Dion looked like he in a serious little trade over here.
I'm literally just waiting on you.
Okay, well go ahead and do CHPT then.
Okay.
Since you ready.
I'm gonna pull out the new. I'll go.
Oh, he got a special magic wand I don't have over there.
All right, so
That's what she said. Got it.
all right, so anything that's not on my watch list that I'm not necessarily as familiar with, I always do the same on the analysis. I'm gonna go to the 1 month chart. Okay, see when and how long this company's been around. All right, it went public in 2019 in September around 981. Got up all-time high about 39.26 and has been in a downtrend since December of 2021 and started to get some support around the $2 mark. So if for whatever reason you are bullish on this bigger picture long term, you feel like it's going to be a rebound or a good investment, then it's showing some quality support around $2. Okay. On the 1 month, it's also in a sell-off since July of 2023 on the 1 week chart. Stepping down into the 2 hour, the 2 hour is in a buy put. Okay, so for me, I would be buying puts on this. Very clean, very clear, very simple. Trading and investing is personal. Okay, but shout out to the new algo, keeping it
nice.
Simple. Yes, love it, love it, love it. So this is one of our 2 options algos that we are getting ready to release on March 1st. So that would be my overall analysis on CHPT. So hopefully that helps. If you have any stocks, bonds, options, forex, or futures, or crypto you guys want us to take a look at in real time, feel free to drop them in the chat. Now, most of you all were over there rocking with Dominique around the open, so I didn't put any trades in. I did exit that Amazon trade for just $200. On the downside there, wanted to get out of that. We were originally up $82 pre-market. Market shot up, shot open on Amazon News, which I expected, went ahead and minimized that loss, okay? For our Twilio short that we've been in on the swing trade, we put it in on Friday. We were just up over $1,000 in that short. We're over $955. I did adjust the stop loss to lock in $900 in that, and we have rode that ride down nicely. So if you got into that Twilio short, congratulations, that is paying out pretty. if you are in the option, you should really be bussing, okay? All right, we are long Google. Did just get a buy signal on 1 hour on Google, so looking for that to turn around. I'm actually going to add to that. So let's go ahead and add to the Google long. Okay, did get a buy signal on the 1 hour. All right, and we'll go ahead and add to the Google long on the 1 hour. So that is my first trade of the day, being long Google based off of the 1 hour. So GOOG. All right, AMD still in the middle of a sell-off, getting hit pretty hard on this, but again, it hasn't hit my 5% rule, so I'm okay with that. Because I'm long on it, it's on my investment portfolio, so I'm cool with that as long as it's not hitting my 5% rule. All right, Microsoft did just get a sell signal, okay, here at the open. And we're down on Microsoft, but it hasn't hit my 5% rule. So it is the opposite signal. I can get out. Whoa, it just exited me out of Google. Oh, you know what? Because I put that stop loss pretty tight on there. All right, we just got exited out of Google, so that must have failed. NASDAQ is tanking a little bit right now. So
yeah, like
all of the tech companies that are in there are falling a little bit. So I could exit right here on this sell signal, which will be opposite of the buy signal that I got in, or stick to my 5%. I'll just stick to the 5% because I already just got exit out of Google, so it just freed up some capital, so we're good on that. And if it sells, it sells. But you can take that, trading investing is personal, you can take that sell side signal on Microsoft for a potential put. So for an example, if I was to click Microsoft on here, and I went to the 2 hour, it literally says buy put, but we would have missed that ride anyway. So if I step down to the 1 hour, we did just get a buy put on Microsoft, okay? So shout out to the new algos, all right? I'm gonna walk through the watch list in general and see where we are on the 1 hour. So we missed that ride, got a buy signal yesterday on BlackRock. IBM got a buy put yesterday at the open, we missed that ride. Nancy got a buy put Monday afternoon. Cruise put, look how accurate these signals are, it's wild. Love it, okay. Called the Twilio put right there, we got in on that. Roblox, it called that as well. We got in on that. Roblox, we're up 200%. We already got $100 locked in on that. Okay, the Qs, they got a buy put on Friday. We missed that ride. Man, I'm so excited for this algo, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. Re-release. I'm looking forward to all y'all sharing y'all wins and stuff. Okay, Path. Got a put on Thursday. Novo. So we missed a good amount of these rides. We got paid on some of them, right? NVIDIA right now, 1 hour is in the middle of a sell-off, okay? People could be selling now throughout the day to push it as low as they can and potentially ride it up at the close and or after the earnings. So just kind of keep your eye on that. Apple on the 1 hour, looks like Apple got a buy. Got a call yesterday at 3:30.
Oh, that was yesterday.
Missed that ride.
No, it is actually
up from it though.
It is up this morning.
All right, we did get a buy side on Amazon, and I did get out of that trade. So maybe it's about to be 9:45. We can maybe ride that news. I'm sorry, that's code. We can ride that ride and see.
Amazon's up 234.
So let's go ahead and see if we can ride the Amazon ride on the 9:45. All right, buy signal at the open.
Over here.
So we're buying Google today and we're buying Amazon. Those are our two calls. Are you on the 1 hour? You're on the 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay. JP Morgan got a buy put. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and sell JP Morgan. So we're long Google, long Amazon, and we are about to sell JP Morgan, okay? All right, we'll sell JP Morgan. All right, Lockheed Martin. Just got a buy call on Lockheed Martin, so we're gonna go ahead and buy Lockheed Martin. Only risking 5%. I think I need to adjust that. So we'll buy Lockheed Martin. I need to adjust stop loss on Lockheed Martin, we just got in there. What did I just buy? Well, Google, yeah, stopped out on that. Alt. What did I just buy? Amazon. Amazon. Okay, yeah, we need to adjust the stop loss to 5. Okay, there we go. All right, bought Amazon. We showed JP Morgan. We're buying Lockheed Martin, already profitable on that. Buying Microsoft. Even though it says buy put, this is from a swing trade, so you can govern yourselves accordingly on that. All right, Palantir. Got paid off of that last week. We did just get a buy put on Riot at the open, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell Riot. We'll sell 1,000 shares of Riot. It's only 15 bucks. Okay. I'm gonna sell Riot. Tesla. We missed that. Buy. Oh no, we got to buy right at the open for Tesla, so we'll go ahead and buy Tesla. Okay, bought Tesla. SPY, like we are in the middle of a put on that. Called that nicely. Wow, love it. VTI, the middle of a put, called that nicely. We're gonna skip the Bitcoin ETFs for right now because we didn't really talk about them yet. All right, TSM, we called that put. AMD, called that put. SMCI, looks like we just got a put on that. We're gonna go ahead and sell SMCI. Okay. Meta. All right, we rode that ride down, got paid nicely off of Meta on Friday. And then Netflix, we already did. We just got stopped out of Google. So Netflix. All right, so those are my trades for the active session of today. Okay, so today's trades, we shorted SMCI, bought Amazon, shorted Riot, shorted JPM, long Lockheed Martin. So those are the trades that we just got in actively for today. Okay, Tesla is already up 88 bucks on that buy. All right. So yeah, we'll keep our eyes on that. Those are my active trades for today. Okay. What you got going over there, Dominique?
Not much. I'm actually just kind of watching some things. I was in. Yeah, I'm actually just kind of watching.
If you have anything else outside of the watch list, feel free.
Okay, it's okay.
To drop them in the chat.
All right. Let's see.
No? Okay. Hold on, let me refresh this page anyway. First of all, we're a little delayed.
Yeah, I think we can't see the.
Okay, cool. Yeah, all right, so hopping over here into the futures. Okay, down 560. Realize currently up about 300, 400 bucks. It's only down net 200 bucks. Okay, on that We are in an active trade right now, selling the NASDAQ. Okay, we are buying gold. We are selling the ES. Okay. Selling the ES as well. All right. Currently flat on gasoline, so it looked like we might have got stopped out on that. And we are also buying silver. Okay, so those are our current active trades right now. The NASDAQ short is doing well for us, leading the pack up over 600 bucks and tanking. So shout out to the algo catching that. And serving us well on that. So shout out to the algos for catching that, or catching those trades while I was going through the watch list. Okay. All right, so give me a second. Any questions, any comments, any thoughts? Yeah, so, okay, they're asking to go back over what I'm in today. So the trades that I made today, active trades I've made today, we bought Tesla. We're currently up already 100% return on that investment. We only risked 100 bucks. Now we're up 140 already. Lockheed Martin. I'm long Lockheed Martin, and we're already up 98 bucks on that. We got into most of these trades at 9:45. So in 6 minutes, you know, we're up, you know, roughly 250 bucks on that. This JPY forex trade, we've been in there for about a week. Okay, Amazon, we went long on Amazon. Okay, off that news, we could have probably got in at the open and would be up nicely, but we got in at 9:45, so we'll see how that pans out. We shorted Riot. We went short Riot. Okay, we went short Riot. We went short JP Morgan. And those are active trades for today. So we took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and then we short SMCI, which also just went profitable. Okay. So we have these in order. So these are our trades. Long Tesla for today, long Lockheed Martin for today, long Amazon for today. Okay. Short JPY, short Riot, short SMCI. Okay. Those are our active trades for today. All right. Any questions, any comments, any thoughts, any of the, any stocks, bonds, options, futures, forex, or crypto you want us to take a look at, please drop them into the chat and we will. Now, hopping over into the crypto world, we'll start out at the 1 week. We definitely called the, we'll start at the 1 week, I'm sorry. We called the Bitcoin charge up last week. We got paid off of that nicely. We called it going into the weekend on Friday. If you got into any of that, it went up nicely as well. Okay, so stepping down here into, we can see we're in the middle of a buy signal. Stepping down into the one. Are you guys as excited about these algos as I am to release them? Because they popping. Okay, just the accuracy of the calls. I don't want you to not understand how powerful and important these are, to be able to simplify something down to literally just a buy or a sell signal with all the stuff that goes into this. And because you can have a signal, you can have a strategy, you can have an X, Y, and Z. That don't mean it's right. That don't mean it's accurate. That don't mean it's going to go in the direction that you do it, that you say it will, or your analysis says it will. So shout out to just, you know, the new and better and improved algos. All right, 1 day on Bitcoin, charging up. Stepping down to the 2 hour. Now we did get a sell signal on the 2 hour on Tuesday, on yesterday at 2300. So around, what was that, 11 o'clock last night. Okay, got a sell on Bitcoin. And then on the 1 hour, it's also been selling off. So across below that VWAP on the 1 hour and has been trending down to the second standard deviation on the 1 hour and the 2 hour. And it also doesn't surprise me that we had a sale on Riot, because Riot tracks closely to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is in a sell-off on the 1 hour, and Riot is in a sell-off on the 1 hour. Bitcoin is in a sell-off on the 2 hour, and Riot is in a sell-off on the 2 hour. We just got into this Riot trade at 9:45, and now we're up $140. Okay, so $160. Okay, $170. Okay, so and this is also important to know just how things are correlated, right? And knowing how to use data and information as edges to run it up. Okay, so you know, a good amount of our active trades are starting to go profitable or profitable already. The only two that we made today that are not profitable yet are SMCI. Well, it actually did go profitable, now it's down, but JP Morgan is only down $32. SMCI is starting to turn around, look like it's about to go profitable soon. We were just down $300, now we're only down 23, and it's looking like it's starting to fall. So both of them are in the 20. So it looks like we're about to go green on all of our calls for today, all of our, you know, active trades for today, and look to ride the rides. We can see we have some longs and we can see we have some shorts, and we're getting paid on most of them. You can make money when the market's going up or the market is going down. Okay. So Vanessa said, yeah, we are so excited. Yes, me too. I'm very excited to give them to you. So they'll be available for purchase. Man, March 1st is next Friday, y'all. That's wild. Okay. March 1st is next Friday. It was just New Year's Eve. Okay. Shout out to all the March babies coming up. I know February ain't over, y'all. Shout out to the February babies, but I'm a March baby, so shout out to the March babies. March coming up. We're going to celebrate it nicely, okay, and go from there. All right, so coming up towards the 10 o'clock hour, we're going to walk through the chart. Let's go to the options, just so that if I do some stocks, then if you want options, you can see the same signal. So at the 1 o'clock hour, in about 2 minutes, we will walk through the watch list again and see where we are on the top of the hour, okay? So with that being said, if you are brand new to the show, welcome. My name is Dion Pouncil. My wife, Dominique, is also co-hosting as well. She had to step out for a second. But please feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so that you are informed every time we are live. Now, in this show, we cover real-time market analysis and active day trading and swing trading on stocks, bonds, options, futures, forex, and crypto. Okay. And we also have our active 2024 watch list for our long-term investments. Okay. We do this in real life. We show how you can make money on a daily and weekly basis, trading and or investing. We do this show Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern. It is completely free right here on YouTube. Any and everybody in the world can come and watch. So subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend. Also, we have a 100% free Discord community where you can get in there and join other like-minded individuals talking about the market, asking questions, getting insight. We'll be posting news in there. We'll be posting challenges in there, and a lot of cool information and insights. All right. If you want to learn from us and actually learn the fundamentals and the step-by-step processes that we do and teach and that we execute in here in this show, we just want to come here, get our signals, trade, and put ourselves in high probability positions to run it up and make a good amount of money. But if you want to actually learn what we do and how we do, and also learn what goes into the signals, you could join our course. It's called the Wall Street Academy, and we teach investing and we teach trading in there, and it is covering stocks, bonds, options, futures, forex, and crypto. Okay, so you could join the Wall Street Academy and learn from us, and you can get 50% off just because you're coming from watching this show. And you could put the promo code in there, Money Matrix, and you'll get 50% off of the Money Matrix. For those of you all who like to rock with us in person, we have a workshop coming up next Friday in Washington, D.C., where we will be having a full day of events. We're going to do a live taping of this show from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then we're going to go into a lunch and learn session where we're going to actually be teaching for about 3 hours as we have lunch and vibe with you all and break bread in person and answer any questions that you guys may have. Okay. And then also we're going to finish it off with a happy hour. All right. So whether you drink or don't drink, I know some of you guys want some sparkling pineapple juice mentioned yesterday. We're going to have a nice happy hour and vibe and kick it with the community. Okay. So some very, very exciting things on the horizon. And then also on March 1st, we will be releasing our brand new website that has our entire algorithm suite that I have created for us. We have 2 option algos. So one of them will show you, being able to take naked calls and naked puts, how you see it on the chart. And our other option algo, so if you see it on the screen here, our other option algo shows you for people who like to sell premium, such as myself. It'll show you, when to do iron condors, when to do put credit spreads, and when to do call credit spreads. Okay, so it is another options algo. So those are our first 2 option algos. So pretty stoked about those. Okay, coming out. And then we have our new signal generator that can be used on stocks, bonds, options, futures, forex, and crypto. Okay. And so that's going to be extremely powerful and cool to release as well. So, and then we'll bring over one of the OG algos that we have, homework levels, that does the homework and teaches people how to do what we teach them in the course. But we're going to bring homework levels over for the first time to the equity markets. Okay. And now it is 10 o'clock. It was 10:02, so I missed that because I was kind of talking. But let's walk through the watch list, okay, and see if we have any signals on the 1 hour, okay? And I'm just going to quickly walk through this to see if we have any signals on the 1 hour. If we do, then I will stop to talk about them. If we don't, cool. Okay, we still are up $1,000 in Twilio and got 900 locked in. Roblox still battling around that 200 mark. The Qs are in a signal. Path is already in a signal. Okay. Nvidia already in a signal. Apple got a signal yesterday. Amazon did get the buy signal right here at the top of the hour. Oh, actually at the open. So we are profitable now in our Amazon long. JP Morgan did get the short. Okay. Only down 50 bucks on that. Lockheed Martin, we're up 93 bucks on that. Okay. Microsoft. Okay. Microsoft is coming back up. So like to see that. Palantir in the middle of a signal. Riot, we shorted Riot. All right. We were just up 190 bucks on Riot. So there's obviously a lot of buy side pressure coming in on there. Tesla, if you got in on this Tesla trade, congratulations. We'll now go ahead and edit this and turn a winning trade and keep it into a winning trade. So we risked 100 bucks to get into Tesla. We're up 235, so we're actually up, 200% return on our investment right now. So we'll go ahead and lock in Tesla. Okay. So let's lock in. All right. Lock in $100 on Tesla. All right, so worst case scenario, we're profitable on Tesla. We're up $100 and we'll just ride that ride. We're up 100% return on that call. We got in at 9:45, it's 10:05, so that's been 20 minutes. Congratulations if you're riding that. If you're in the option when it got in the buy call, you should be up nicely as well. Okay, the spiders, that's been in a ride already. BTI, been in a ride already. We're gonna skip down to TSM, been in a ride. AMD, been in a ride. SMC, we did short this. On this, we got it at 9:45. The signal did come in at 9:30. So we'll keep our eye on this super micro. Okay. Meta, we got paid off for that last week. Google, we got stopped out. And I added to it, actually, what I added to it and put the stop loss in the wrong position, human error. So we probably would be profitable on that Google purchase if you did get into it. I made a human mistake. Rounded it out with Netflix, okay? So looking at our trades for today, okay, for our active trades for today, we're net positive. We're up 200 on net Tesla we got in earlier. We're up 49 on Lockheed Martin, so that's 250. We're up 30 on Riot, that's 280. We're up 4 on Amazon, let's call it 285. JP Morgan, we're down 42, so let's call that 245. SMCI, we're down 363. So overall net for the active trades, we're down about $1.50, okay, for our active trades for today. But it seems like most of them are going in our favor, and we will keep our eyes on them for the rest of the day. All right. Dominique, you got anything over there? Well, let's see. Vanessa says, I'm ready for the second workshop since I can't make the first one because I have a morning and evening event in Dallas. Shout out to the DFW. Got some family out there, family and friends. Deontay says, best birthday present ever. He must be talking about those algos. Suzanne said, I sure hope you have more live workshops other than March 1st. Well, this will be our first, so we got to start with one and see how it goes, right? We get a good turnout, we get good vibes, good energy, then we will be encouraged to do it again. If not, we'll probably see y'all at the annual retreat. Okay, so we did see a couple people starting to buy last week, and a couple more people started to buy the tickets for the in-person workshop March 1st. So we're happy, honored, and excited about that. So congratulations if you did get your tickets. I got it up on the screen right now, and you can see that the workshop tickets are available. I don't think he's switching on the screen just now, but no, okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm looking forward to March 1st to purchase your algos. Will there be a payment plan? We're almost done with them, and so basically how I do it, I don't really price them out until I'm absolutely done finishing developing them and paying for them and seeing how much it actually took me to bring them to market. So I will keep you posted on that, but I do believe with the full suite that we are giving that they will be relatively affordable. So I'm very excited to release them and bring them to the market. And we put a lot of time, energy, and effort into them. We just don't release anything, you know. That goes with the algos, and the same thing with Total. Like, we take our time to work on this technology and do it right. And some people like that and some people don't. You know, they're not as patient, right? And they want things now, and they live in the microwave time frame and things. Sometimes you got to build things. You know, I told y'all last week in one of my Keep It a Buck, go slow to go fast, right? And we want to iron out the details and get the kinks out. And one of the things that I stress to my developers, right, is like, this is not just regular technology. It's not like we're just creating an app, releasing it to the market. If it have a bug, if Uber has a bug, or DoorDash has a bug, or, you know, one of the apps you use has a bug, you'll just, you know, file a thing to them and say, hey, this bug worked and a bug happened and my app didn't work. And they'll just try to fix the bug. It's different with financial technologies because a bug means losing money, right? And so I don't discount that, and I don't play with that. So I take my time in developing these algos, and I don't release anything that I don't stamp and that I would put my money in or behind. So, you know, that goes for anything that we create technologically, whether it's algos or, you know, the total platform that we've been working on. You better believe that when I release it, it's because I fully believe in it. I stamp on it, and we took our time to cross our T's and dot our I's. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For the, I think, well, it's a couple things. I think so. We do have. I want to just highlight this. I'm not sure exactly what time this was. I'm not sure if we looked it up or I can't remember if we did. But there is Fed meeting minutes that are going to be released today. Did you know that?
What?
Fed.
I was reading the comment.
No worries. I was saying the Fed meeting minutes.
Yeah, today at 2 o'clock.
Okay, because I can't remember what time it was.
Yeah,
but that is coming out today at 2. So I don't know. I feel like everything's kind of like either trending down or just like in a lull as we're waiting for all these things to come out. Mm-hmm. As far as the as far as for Phyllis was asking about the location for the event, I think we'll be releasing that tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yes, we should be releasing that tomorrow, Phyllis. So for everyone also with some recommended hotels nearby for those that are coming in town. Okay.
Yeah, and so I'm not gonna mess that up. Over the past, even the trade savants have been touting new proprietary algorithms and trading bots. That they're really a huge difference with regard to the way you trade and your success rate. Yes. So first and foremost, 80% of all trades in the entire financial markets last year were made by algorithms and trading bots. So I want you guys to know that, like, this is the game. The money game is the game, okay? It is the #1 game on the planet. And like any game, you want to find some type of edge and some type of advantage. So think about it as a game, or think about it as war. If we're going to war, financial war, we're going to battle in the markets, and I know something that you don't, I have an edge. If I have a tool or some technology that you don't, then I have an edge. If we're going to a fight and we're both fighting with our fists, we might have an equal chance. But if you have a knife and I'm just fighting with my fists, in theory, you should have an edge. You should have an advantage. If you have a knife and I have a gun, then in theory, I should have the advantage. If I have a gun and you got an automatic rifle, in theory, you should have the advantage. If you have an automatic rifle and I have a bomb or a missile that I can hit you from long distance, or a sniper rifle, in theory, I should have the advantage, right? In the financial game, let me just give you an example how powerful information, data, and technology is, okay? One of the world's leading hedge funds, Citadel, which was founded by Ken Griffin, okay? One of their major algorithms and claim to fame is high-frequency trading and market making. They literally trade in nanoseconds, okay? I want you to understand this. They pay over $1 million a year to have their servers, their computer servers, located in the same building or across the street from the stock exchange. Now you might say, well, why would they pay $1 million to be across the street from the stock exchange? Because the laws of physics run this entire universe and world, okay, or specifically this world. So distance is a part of the connectivity and the technology. So if they get the same information that you get, but they get it a nanosecond or a millisecond faster than you get it, their algorithms can trade in that nanosecond faster than yours. And they could literally buy something 1 nanosecond faster than you bought it, and they can sell it to you for a penny or a fraction of a penny. So you might say, well, that's not a lot of money, but they can do 1,000 and or 1,000,000 of these trades in 1 second, everybody. A millisecond is 1,000 ticks, 1,000 ticks to make up 1 second. So there's 1,000 milliseconds in a second. So if they can make 500 trades in a nanosecond, or they can make 1,000 trades in a nanosecond, then they can sell it to you in a millisecond because they got that information faster than you did because their server was in the same building and your server was across the street. So they physically got the data sooner than you did. They were able to buy it at 1 cent and sell it to you a second or a millisecond or a nanosecond later for 2 cents. They just made 1 cent. And if they can do that 1,000 times a second or 1,000 times a minute, they can make $1 or $10, and they can do that 24 hours a day and literally make millions of dollars a day just trading off of data and time, right? So everybody, and you can Google or look up anything that I'm saying because it's called high frequency trading. It's called HFT. And Citadel is a market maker. So you have market makers who produce liquidity and buy and sell volume in the market so that there's always somewhere to buy and always somewhere to sell. But that's an entire industry. It's multi-billion dollar industry just in algorithmic high frequency trading. That's completely different. My fastest algorithm, it trades at 0.8 milliseconds. Okay? So that means that everybody that can trade faster than 0.8 milliseconds has an edge on that algo, okay? And everybody that trades longer than 8 milliseconds, I have an edge on depending on that strategy, okay? So if I buy it right now at 10:16, there was 59 full seconds of data before I made the trade. And within those 59 seconds, there was milliseconds of each one of those, okay? And so co-location, you can research it. High frequency trading, you can research it. Algorithmic trading, you can research it. All of those are done by computers that don't get tired, that don't have phones, that not scrolling on Instagram, don't get text messages, don't get calls, don't have kids, don't have relationships, don't get hungry, and they're more efficient and effective, and they're not going to break the rules. So all the things that humans deal with that affect human psychological trading, because once you learn a trading strategy, it is what it is. You got to stick to it. So all the things that affect human trading are eliminated through algorithmic trading. And so if you have an algo that has a high probability signal, and you only need a 50% win rate on an algorithm, if you have a high probability signal that's 50% or above, then you can trade and be a successful, profitable trader, and the algorithms can do that for you. So some people may not be fully comfortable with the algorithms fully trading for themselves, but they have to accept that they're trading against algorithms. And so we provide an opportunity of a hybrid. We provide signals where you can get the computer to do all the work for you and generate the signals, and then it's up to you to go in and buy and sell and do your own risk management, because trading investing is personal. Or you can get the automated one that does it fully for you. Or you can use the hybrid of the signals and then you go in and do the trades. Up to you. But yes, do your own research. 80% of every single trade that was made on the planet last year, trillions of dollars, were made by computers. So if you have a chance to get an edge, by all means, you want to at least look at it, do some research, and see if it works for you and or your budget. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to us whether you buy our algorithms or not. Do we believe in them? Yes. Do we stand on them? Yes. Have we put a lot of research, time, energy, and effort into them? Yes. But you just need to know, if you're going to play in a game, if you're going to battle in war, if you're going to play in the #1 game on the planet, you need to find an edge. You need to find a strategy that works for you. If you can execute that as a human, congratulations. If you can do that and be consistent over time, congratulations. If you want a little bit of help in that, holler at us. We got some solutions for you, okay? Ms. Wilson says March 1st puts on GDX. Do you want to take that?
I think something she already got.
Well, I'm not. Well, she said put it in there. So,
okay.
Ms. Wilson, do you want us to analyze that? If so,
we can look at GDX.
Yeah.
But I wanted to highlight really quickly. Oh gosh, randomly. Oh, ELF. I just wanted to highlight ELF really quick. I know a lot of us are still actually in the ELF trade from like a couple weeks ago, I feel like. But ELF is up substantially, semi-substantially today. So just wanted to highlight that ELF is currently up about $4.38. So getting some nice returning of gains there. So that's a nice little jump up. Just wanted to highlight that. Also, SMCI, we must have got a buy signal on that.
Going against me on that sale.
10. So we had a buy signal at 10:10 when SMCI was around 743. And in the last 10 minutes, it's gone from 743 to almost like 771, just FYI. So it's gone up like $30 basically or so in the last 10 minutes there. So just wanted to highlight that as well. Let's also take another quick look at NVIDIA. Let's take another look at NVIDIA. I was actually in, well, they were asking about Amazon. Amazon, were you in puts Amazon? You weren't called. On the call side.
We got into a call. Yeah, we were put yesterday. We got to a call.
I actually had some stock on. I had bought shares of Amazon, but I had got stopped out. I was trading it on TradingView. So it did rise, but it actually started to fall a little bit here. But NVIDIA, really quickly, as you can see, we do have a buy signal that just came in. This is the, well, not just came in. This is the 5-minute chart. Looking at the 1 minute, looks like it's been trending up, maybe starting to trend down. But it's really been consolidating all day. It hasn't been in any major big moves. It's honestly been consolidating.
Market, narrow range.
Yeah, but especially this NVIDIA, because everyone's like semi-holding its breath on it, I feel.
Yeah.
ELF is the only one I see that's really doing something right now. But if we look at GDX, which is GDX, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
March 1st put on GDX. So this is the Van Eck Gold Miners ETF. So this is an ETF. On the 1 minute, it is in the sale. I mean, you went out to March 1st. Yeah, if you look at the day, on the day chart, it looks like it's actually in a buy. Today may be the first down day there for this ETF. And then on the week chart, it's in the sale. So yeah, it looks like it is falling. So that actually may do okay, depending on what your time frame is, if it's a day trade, swing trade, et cetera, right? Yes, I will still be in Austin during South by Southwest. I think Amazon just turned into a put. Yeah, Amazon did start it. Let me see, because when it stopped me out. Oh, I'm on the week chart. If we look at the 1 minute, yeah, it's in this. In the 1 minute, it's in the sale. Looks like it's trying to turn around.
Yeah, we got into the buy on Amazon.
She said like it turned. It turned into a put. Yeah, you're right. Because this is the sell signal here.
Well, again, everybody, what I want to clarify is I'm walking through these on the 1 hour, right? So typically, and I talk about this in the course, but I'm just going to brief it about it.
But we just got to sell in the 1 hour too. It did it's flippy on us. Yeah.
Negative.
None of yours?
No.
You got the super duper chart.
So
it's not as strong, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is I made my decision on the 1 hour. Now, typically, and again, we talk about this in the Wall Street Academy, I want at least 3 time frames to be speaking the same language before I make an entry decision. And then once I make that entry decision, typically I will step down into the shorter time frames for that alignment. So for an example, Amazon, right, if I go over here just to my regular chart and I go just to post, Amazon has been selling off 10:08 on the way down, right? The 3 minute is selling off on the way down, right? The 5 minute selling off for the last 15 minutes. The 15 minute a dollar setting pressure and it's crossed below the VWAP. I made my entry decision based off of the 1 hour chart because the 1 hour chart and the 2 hour chart got to buy and the 1 day got to buy. So again, if I'm looking to get into an option or even a day trade and I'm making my decision off of the 1 hour, I can step down into the long, shorter time frames and we got to look, right? An hour ago when I got into this trade, at 10, I got in here at 9:45. At 9:45, it was also in a sell signal on the 1 minute chart, everybody. So you have to understand that your timing is important. Your strategy is important. What you're looking at is important. So if I make my decision off of 2 hour, 1 day, and 1 hour, 2 hour, and 1 day being aligned, as long as my stop loss to take profit is set, I'm not really worried about what happens in 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute, unless there's some active news to tell me otherwise, because I've already said that I'm going to hold this trade for at least an hour, right? So as long as it don't hit my 5% rule, then I'm cool. I'm only making data-driven decisions. And this is what I continue to talk to you all about and explain. Like, if the data don't tell me to get out, my predefined data, then I don't give a shit. Like, because I've already predefined my rules. My rules was 5%. Like, if I'm not risking more than 5%, then I'm cool. Like, I could just go to the next trade. If it hit my stop loss, I tip my cap. But if it doesn't, then I've already done all of the pre-work. And this is what we tell you guys. This show is primarily about us just coming in, trading, and having a high probability opportunity to run up the bag. I've already done all my pre-work in one, making sure I'm not risking money that I can't afford to lose. That's my first risk management principle. If it's your rent money, your bill money, your house money, your baby pamper money, you shouldn't be trading and investing that anyway. So that's the first thing, and it allows you to emotionally detach away from the money. If you're risking money or trading money that you need for your lifestyle or to pay your bills, you're going to be too emotionally attached to the money, and you're not going to be able to trade it successfully by sticking to the rules. If you're too emotionally attached to the money, it's typically not going to work out. If you're coming from a place of need, I need this to work out, I need this money, I need to hit this lick, it's a high probability that's not going to work out, because need comes from a place of lack. And if you're putting out need energy, if you're putting out lack energy, then most of the time you're going to get back what you put out there. Okay? So that's the other thing, right? If you're putting out lack energy, you're going to get lack back. So once I'm emotionally disconnected away from the money, then I just got to decide, hey, am I investing or if I'm trading? Why is that important? And why is that the very next important question? Is because if I'm investing, then I'm already thinking bigger picture long-term, meaning I'm buying this thing and I'm holding it for at least a year, because in the eyes of investing and in the eyes of the tax and IRS, investing is 1 year or longer. So if I'm doing something and I've made my decision, I've went through my technical analysis on the 1 month, 1 week, 1 day chart, and I made a decision to get into something for an investment, as long as it don't hit my 5% rule between now and February 21st of 2024, I've already done my analysis and I've already made my decision and I've already decided how much I'm going to risk on that investment. If I say I'm not investing, then I'm trading, then I'm saying, okay, I want to get this money in 1 year or less. So if I'm going to put this money to work, then I'm already approaching it and expecting to get a return on that investment in 1 year or shorter. So now I step down into different time frames. That's going to help me pick my strategy, because an investment strategy is not going to work for a swing trading approach or a day trading approach or an intraday trading approach or a high frequency trading approach. I'm not going to take the same strategy to trade in milliseconds that I would for a 5-year investment plan. Okay. And so this is why I always tell you all about the timing of what you're selecting. So I picked an Amazon put yesterday off the 1 hour chart, because we got a signal on the 1 hour chart, we went profitable like $200. At the close yesterday, we were up $82. That news on Amazon came after the market was closed. So when I got that news, I said, hey, that's data, that's new information. I said, hey, I'm closing this Amazon put at the open because it's a high probability that Amazon is going to shoot up off of that news of going into the Dow Jones. And what happened? Literally, at the open, that news drove the market and Amazon shot up. Now, I didn't end up getting into it until 9:45. I got in at 9:45 because you all were kicking it over there with Dominique, and I was really kind of focused on the futures. So when I came in at 9:43 to do that analysis, and I seen that my hypothesis for Amazon was correct, that it would be shooting up, I decided to get into the trade based off of the 1 hour chart, and I got in there on the 15-minute chart being aligned with that, okay? So at 9:45, we can see here on the 15-minute chart, Amazon was in a buy signal. So the 1 hour chart, the 15-minute chart, all said buy. If I step down to the 5-minute chart, the 5-minute chart was also in a buy at 9:45, and the 1-minute chart was in a buy at 9:45, okay? Okay, well, actually the buy was in a sale. I mean, Amazon was in a sale at 9:42, okay? So I could have waited until 9:52, but getting into the buy signal at 9:52, I'm basing my entry decision and my directional decision off the 1 hour. I still would be down right now because of the shorter time frame has been selling off since 10:08, right? But I'm okay with that because my analysis was off the 1 hour for my direction, and my risk was I'm not risking money that I need, and I'm only risking 5%. Okay, and so these are the details that we teach in Wall Street Academy, and I don't really like going into details like this on the show because I really want you guys to have an opportunity to make money. But I also think it's important to understand that if I get into a trade and I've already done everything that I was supposed to do and stuck to my rules, I'm okay with losing. I'm not going to win every trade. And that's where risk management comes in. And that's where patience, self-control, and discipline comes in. I'm not just clicking the button to be clicking the button. I'm not just trading and investing just because I can. I'm doing the analysis and I'm sticking to the rules. They're the same ones that we teach you in the course. And then I'm just coming in here, allowing the algos to do the analysis for me. And on TradingView, I actually manually human trade, but in NinjaTrader, I don't even trade. Right? I just let the algos do what they do. And by March 1st, I will have a fully autonomous TradingView algorithm, and I won't even trade these as a human either, right? Because the algos are going to stick to the rules better than I did, right? I made an error on the Google human trade earlier where I wanted to add to this Google position, which I would have been smacking off of right now. And I added it and I put the wrong stop loss in. So unfortunately, I got stopped out when I should be getting paid off of doubling down on Google right now. But that was a human mistake. That was a human error. And so since that happened, I didn't get back in and chase the market because that would be me breaking a rule. I just said it is what it is. I tipped my cap. I made a human error. Right? Excuse me. And so just wanted to go in on that, okay? All right. Carissa says, what is your take on NVDX? I'm not familiar with NVDX, but I will take a look at it for you. What do you want to look at? Do you want to look at it as an investment? Do you want to look at it as a swing trade, a day trade? Give me some insight on what, and again, this is another thing. Just because you put a stock, bond, option, future, forex, and crypto into the chat and you say, can I look at it? Yeah, I can look at it. But I can look at it from a high frequency trade. I can look at it from an intraday trade. I can look at it from a day trade. I can look at it from a swing trade. I can look at it from a position trade. I can look at it from a leap. I can look at it from an investment, and I can look at it for a retirement portfolio. That's 8 different ways that I can look at something just because you put the symbol in there. And each one of those 8 different scenarios have a different approach, has a different potential strategy, has a different potential risk management. And so these details absolutely matter because we're talking about money, y'all, right? And so if nothing else in the world, details matter. When it comes to your money, details matter because this is how you pay for your life with your money, okay? And so if it's not affecting your lifestyle right now, it's going to affect your lifestyle in the future. What you want to do, when you want to retire, how you want to travel, what you want to do, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that's why we really have to pay attention to those details. So when we say, hey, put whatever stock, bond, futures, forward, crypto you want us to take a look at, you have to tell us what you are looking to do for that so that we can look at it from a proper analysis standpoint and give a high probability analysis, okay? So just wanted to share that with you all. So Miss Carissa, when you say, what's your take on NVDX, tell me what you're looking at it for because it's not on my watch list, so I don't have a take on it. So if you want me to look at it for you, tell me what you're looking at it for you, and I'll tell you if my analysis is agreeing with what you are thinking, okay? Miss Suzanne said, I appreciate all that you said. Yep, my pleasure. Angela said, thank you for the information. Yep, my pleasure. Okay, so hopefully that helps. It just gives a little bit more insight and also just gives you a little bit more comfort. Like, we're not just doing this shit to be doing it, right? Like, we do it because we actually love it and we're passionate about it, and we're actually passionate about helping people and helping y'all make money and helping the light bulb go off for you and then helping you and your family. But we also not just going to do it just because, okay? And if we're going to do it, we're going to do it how we do it and do it to the best of our abilities and what we know is possible, okay? So, yeah, especially for the newbies, you guys may be new to the show. You might feel like it's a lot going on. You might feel like it's a lot of information, but we want you guys to be encouraged that we're here first and foremost to run up the bag because we're trading and investing for ourselves. So we're here to make money for ourselves. And then we also want to make sure that we're doing proper analysis, how we would actually do it in general, especially if you all are asking for it.
I love it. What are we talking about?
I'm just giving them a little bit of tough love and a little bit of real talk about the approach towards this trading and investing with your money, about how details matter,
yes,
and how about we want to make sure that we're doing things the right way from in a step-by-step process, and not just because we got some signals that say buy or sell. Like, okay,
there's more to it.
Yeah, way more to it. We pride ourselves on keeping it simple and helping make it simple for you all, but we also don't want you to not really understand what goes into it, because if you don't understand why something is happening, then you're right back dependent on another tool or another person, when we want you to get educated and learn the why behind it so that you understand it. And then if you have a tool to help you on top of that, that's just a cherry on top, right? Because if we sell you the algos next Friday and you don't know what the hell is going on, and you feel like something is going wrong, but it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, but you don't understand what it's supposed to be doing, then you cooked. Okay?
Yep. Okay. I completely agree with you.
Okay, so yay, Y says,
Yay.
I'm a detailed person, and I am so. Will say I am definitely purchasing the Academy.
All right, you're gonna love it.
Thank you.
Oh,
Congratulations and welcome.
Tonight's Academy night.
Yes. Well, we're gonna push that tomorrow because it's a short week.
That's right. Okay.
So yes, also with the Wall Street Academy, we do have a lesson of the week. And this week, we're going to push that lesson. We typically have it on Wednesday evenings. We're going to push it to tomorrow at 7 because it's a short week and we were pushed back and half of the staff was off on Monday. So We will have the lesson of the week tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern for the live stream. And yes, all of them are recorded, and we'll make sure that the recordings get posted, okay? Colleen says, I completely agree with you and hear you. I was laid off on Friday and have been trading too emotionally this week. Appreciate that gut check, Dion. Well, you know, congratulations. I know it might be a tough pill to swallow right now, and we're, you know, saddened by that. Thank you for sharing that in transparency.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that,
congratulations to be able to have the freedom and flexibility now to do what you really want to do, which is control your own life and destiny. Yeah. And if you feel like you're going to be doing that through trading and investing, we definitely want to be able to help and serve through the Wall Street Academy, through the community and the show. And
it's so good that you said that you noticed that you've been trading emotionally, and that's, we were actually talking about that last week on during the Wall Street Academy, but just the importance of setting that morning routine. And now, especially Colleen, you know, you can go through and actually set your routine so that I mean, there's no reason why, you know, if you have your emotions in check and you understand the fundamentals, why you probably cannot, you know, or should not be able to replace the income that you already probably were making if you just set that routine. But I think it's important for you to realize, like, hey, I am trading from an emotional standpoint or whatever it may be. Because every morning you wake up, you may not be in the right mindset to make the right decision. So I think that the fact that you were able to identify that, you know, is huge. It's huge. And like he's saying, listen, every layoff I've ever had has been a step up. It always felt like an immediate step down, but it was always a step up and getting me closer to that thing that I was supposed to be doing. I want to highlight really quickly, I know this is Phyllis's little company, SoundHound. They just had I think some of their technology just did something. I'm not sure exactly because for some reason the whole story isn't coming up, but they have a new voice technology. But anyway, they just got a buy signal. Looks like they're actually starting to rise a little bit. So I know many of you guys we had our eyes on SoundHound last week when Phyllis brought them to our attention. All right, so I know we're getting closer to the close of the show. I want to make sure. Yeah, everyone's sending. Colleen said, totally, this is a blessing in disguise, and I'm able to dive into the learning. I love it. I love it, Colleen. I love it. Yes, yes. And everyone's sending you love and support. Phyllis had a question with the algos, will we be able to set our rules in it and it will execute accordingly? Is that
so the first version of the new algos will be the signals that will be released. And most of you all know that we don't charge you for upgrades because we're always iterating and upgrading it. So there will be a signal suite and there will be a automatic or auto trading algo suite. And then you'll be able to choose. And in the auto algo one, you'll be able to put in the parameters that you desire. Excuse me, typically with the auto, or typically with all the algos that we release, we also release the back test and show the performance and how we trade them and the parameters that we use, and you can decide for yourself. But yes, with the autonomous ones, you will be able to set, you know, kind of like your stop loss and take profits and stuff like that that you may want to adjust or may want to have. Okay.
Love that.
Yep.
So as we are headed into screens right now, but as we're headed into the end of the show, the last 15 minutes or so, wanted to obviously everyone's
You want to share your screen, yeah?
Oh yeah. One second, actually, let me pull this up before we because we're coming to that time. Wanted to just highlight again the earnings for today. This is I want to say, I wanted to highlight the earnings because obviously we're about to close out. I was actually thinking about this as I was washing my hands. I was like, oh, maybe we should go. You know, we should probably just go live around 4 when NVIDIA announces their announcements. For
you
a
want to do that today?
I was thinking about it.
Oh, okay. You want to do a pop-up?
A little poppy-uppy.
A live coverage. Live coverage.
Talk to our producer about that. But we may, maybe, Maybe. Okay. Maybe.
We also have potentially a live stream show coming.
Oh yeah. When's that coming? It's coming. So we probably have like a little live stream coming. But anyway, I love it. Yeah, so we may try to, maybe we'll go live somewhere potentially, so we can kind of see what that news is, maybe talk about it together, et cetera, et cetera. But today, after the bell, we have a lot of earnings between today and tomorrow morning. So I just wanted to highlight those for you. Today, obviously, NVIDIA, which everyone is holding their breath for. I'm breathing. Rivian as well today, and Etsy. Also Lucid, Lucid, and then Nova. Okay, just highlighting a few. Going into tomorrow morning, Moderna. Moderna was one of the ones giving out the COVID vaccine, right?
Correct.
Right, and I know, interestingly enough, what I've noticed is I'm all out of the shot. I'm all up on Dion. What I have noticed is that all these companies that, now that COVID isn't like as obvious, it's still around, but it's not a thing, like a big of a thing as it was. All these companies that were giving out the COVID shot, their earnings have not been doing very well. And so that is one thing to keep in mind. And then there's also, many of them are also facing very large lawsuits. The state of Texas is suing, I think Moderna or one of the others, for the effects that it's been having on some of the citizens and things like that. But anyway, but yeah, so Moderna's releasing their earnings today. Tomorrow morning. We also have Fiverr and Wayfair as well. Okay, so these are coming out between tonight and tomorrow. I actually just got a message from Wayfair that one of our deliveries is coming today. Hey. But those are some of the ones we want to highlight. And then going into tomorrow evening, Carvana, Intuit as well, and Live Nation. And Square is also tomorrow after the close. Square should be another interesting one. So I just wanted to highlight some of the different opportunities that will be on the horizon. Now, as far as NVIDIA goes, there's a lot of just talk about what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. As we know, if I could get back, here we go. As we know, no one knows for sure exactly what's going to happen, right? What we do know relatively confidently is that they did really well in Q4. We do know that. That their earnings is going to pop, okay? So yeah, that should be interesting there, okay? As far as how to trade it, I know some of you wonder like, well, how do we trade it? How do we trade it? There's a lot of different ways you could trade it. But I would say, like as Dion was mentioning, you could do naked calls, naked puts, you could do straddles, you could do strangles, you can get even fancier with it, right? Selling calls and selling puts and all those fancy things. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this to profit off of it. Obviously, for everyone that's holding long, like myself, we want to make money off of the trade of it, but we definitely want it to go up long term, right? Because we are holding long. So keeping that in mind. So NVIDIA is currently trading around $681 so far. We actually did just get a buy signal on 1 minute chart. Look, it's trending up a little bit. I think that's Miss Rita, right? Miss Rita said a breaking live would be great. She said insiders at Moderna sold 3.3 million in stock. So that's the thing too. Remember I was talking about that. When people start selling a bunch of stock before the earnings come out, they know something. They know, right? And a lot of people don't know what to do with that information. But I'd be like, oh, they must know this stock about to fall, because if they thought it was going to rise sharply, they would have held, right? They would have definitely held.
Who just walked in there?
Who? Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, they would have definitely, okay. Sorry, they would have definitely held till after the earnings were released, right? So Moderna likely will fall as far as what I'm saying, as far as NVIDIA. I actually think NVIDIA's going to rise. Initially, I was thinking that it might have an initial drop, right? Because it was so high. But now I'm actually thinking that because it's been kind of retracing the last few days. I actually think it might get back to where it was. It may not necessarily shoot up like a SMCI to 1,000, but I think it could probably at least it might pop up to like 750. Who knows? RIVN, yeah, let's take a quick look at RIVN. He missed it.
No, it was made like $4,000, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, well, I'm doing.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Rivian. Okay, so real quick, I'm sorry.
Okay. What?
Miss, because the young lady that asked me the question that got me on my rant. Okay. Carissa, take on NVDX, right? So she said she's looking at it for a long-term investment.
Wait, what are we talking about?
And this is why.
Oh, okay.
Carissa asked about NVDX.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And I said, give me some more insight, and that's kind of what led me on my tangent. But with that being said, this is why details matter. So she came back and said, as an investment long term, you're dropping a lot of gems today. I'm taking a lot of notes. Now, here's the thing. NVDX, okay, is the ETF Opportunities Trust T-Rex 2X Long NVIDIA Daily Target ETF. First and foremost, that's a mouthful. Secondly, is you are asking about an investment into an ETF that is set up to day trade NVIDIA at a 2X. This is why details matter. This is not necessarily an investment. Y'all see the new name of the new algo, alpha option.ai. This is not an investment ETF. This is literally an ETF set up to day trade. Okay? It's literally an ETF set up to day trade, and it's an ETF set up to day trade specifically NVIDIA. Okay? So you would not take an investment approach in this, because investing means that you would hold it for 1 year or longer. And you don't want to hold something for 1 year or longer when their entire strategy is day trading NVIDIA, and not only just day trading NVIDIA at NVIDIA's prices, they're day trading NVIDIA at 2X, meaning that they can take double the reward and or double the losses. And this is why details matter. Because if you would have took an investment approach to this and or didn't tell me, and I just was doing some shit just to be doing it, and I told you, oh, go ahead and do X, Y, and Z, and you took an investment approach to a day trading strategy, it's a high probability you would have got cooked. And then y'all have been in the comments blaming the show and blaming me and Dominique for not doing our part.
I wouldn't even hear me. I was talking about that.
This is why I want to. This is why I cannot express enough, everybody, that details matter. Slow the game down when it comes to this trading stuff. Take your time. Learn about what you are doing, how to do it, and why to do it, and when to do it, where to do it. All of that stuff. Learn it. I don't care if you learn it from us, but learn it somewhere, somehow, some way, so that you're not affected, okay? I really, really, really encourage you all to do that, okay? All right, now.
I want to look at Rivian for her.
Go ahead, yeah, go ahead. And I'll come back to the NVDX for you after she does Rivian, but I just wanted to call it out.
2 minutes before you keep it a buck.
Okay.
But you can keep it in a buck the whole show.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, real quick, Rivian Automotive, currently in a 1 minute chart. They're trading around $15.33. Their earnings is today after the closing bell. It's so funny how everyone's earnings is overshadowed because everyone, what is it? It's so worried about NVIDIA, right? But anyway, so their earnings come out. The 1 minute chart, they're currently in a sell. 3 minute, they're in a sell. 5 sell. 2 hour. Sell, day, sell, week, 1 day, week, sell. Literally everything is saying sell. Like every single thing. They've been in a sell-off. So, yeah, I don't follow 𝐉𝐸 very closely, but it looks, I mean, I don't know if they're going to fall or not, but they definitely have been trending down for sure. All their technicals are saying strong sale. So, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't put my life earnings on this one for sure, but it looks like for a put strategy, it looks like they may fall. I don't know if they're gonna fall drastically, right? Because it is only $15 a share, so it's only so far they could go down. Now, obviously, they could go up as far as they want, but everything right now is saying sell. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so we'll do an NVDX analysis real quick for her because I don't want us to not do it. And then we'll go into keep it a buck. So NVDX, remember everybody, and you might end up falling in love with this joint because again, it's trading NVIDIA, and they're trading it on the daily target, right? So they probably have a strategy where they set a daily target to buy and or sell it, and that's how they're looking to do what they're doing. Okay, so let's do some research on NVDX because it's obviously not on my watch list. So they just took the ETF public in October of 2023. So as NVIDIA was getting hot, you know, somebody was like, hey, you know what, let's get together and trade this joint on the daily. And we think we're so good at it that we're raising money for it and we're going to trade it using other people's money. Okay, so that's how it came about. All right, they started it was at $24 and it's at $58 a share with an all-time high of 60. So they must be doing a little bit something right because people continuing to put money into it, okay? All right, stepping down into the 1 week. Okay, they have also been in a buy side trend, obviously, because we can see the 1 month was up, you know, $40-something. 1 week makes sense to be trading up. Now we step down into the 1 day. It doesn't surprise me that the ETF that's trading NVIDIA got a buy put on it because what has NVIDIA been doing for the last day and a half? Following. Trading down. So if this ETF is set up to follow NVIDIA and they're tracking it correctly, they would be sell side bias on NVIDIA and it should be coming down because people should be pulling money out of it or shorting it if that is what NVIDIA is doing, right? And so then stepping down to the 2 hour also has a buy put and the 1 hour has a buy put. So this is the lesson of overall for today is that your approach matters, your timing matters, your desired return on investment matters. Okay. And we teach this step by step when we go through your trading plan and your investment plan and setup and the questions that you need to ask yourself before you get into any trade or investment in Wall Street Academy, okay? So we'll go into our Keep It in a Buck segment for today, and obviously I think we're gonna keep it simple, and y'all know what Keep It in a Buck segment is for today. It is, I know you're supposed to give me the lead in for it.
Yeah, okay.
Details matter, okay? That is the overall theme for our Keep It in the Buck segment is details matter, all right? And so every single thing in the universe, especially in this three-dimensional world that we live in, is cause and effect. As a matter of fact, the first law of Newtonian physics, Isaac Newton, is every action has an equal or opposite reaction. Not the actions you want, not the actions you like, not the actions you need, not the actions you care about, every action, right? Your thoughts, your words, your actions, all of those things have a direct impact and a direct effect or direct result. And so if we can slow the game down and pay attention to detail, we can put ourselves in position to live the life that we want to live. We could design a life that we want to live because we are in control of that. If you are over 18, everything that you are going through, good and or comfortable, uncomfortable, is your fault, okay? So details matter. How does that relate to trading? We went over it a lot today, right? Your approach, knowing why you are doing something, knowing what you are actually doing, knowing when you are going to do it, knowing how you are going to do it, and paying attention to detail for each one of those things. I'm not perfect. I don't win every trade. I don't win every investment. I don't make every right decision. But what we try to do over here, especially myself, is slow the game down, focus on what actually moves the needle, then what moves the needle towards what we want to actually accomplish, put a step-by-step plan together to do that, and stick to the plan, okay? So attention to detail, details matter, and I hope that that will help you become a better trader, a better investor, and a better person overall, all right? Thank you guys again for tuning into the Money Matrix today. We're super grateful and honored. If you're new, welcome. Please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell, turn on your notifications, get informed when we are here. We may do a pop-up live later, but you're only gonna know if you get the notifications on or you're in the Discord, right? So scan the QR code or click the link in the comment section, join the Discord. It's 100% free. Come in there and rock with us. And then also, if you want to learn from us, join the Wall Street Academy with the 50% off coupon code of the Money Matrix. All right. And then if you want to rock with us live and in person, next Friday, March 1st, we're going to be in DC doing a live workshop, a live lunch and learn where we'll be teaching and finish it off with a happy hour. Okay. Any final words, love?
That's all we got for today. Thank you again for helping us hit this beautiful 1,000.
Yeah.
And please make sure that you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button. And yeah, maybe, like I said, stay tuned for a potential pop-up this evening.
Hey.
See you all tomorrow.
Yes. Love, light, peace, wealth, great health, and abundance to each of you guys. See you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern.